Welcome, everyone, back to Popcorn Culture YouTube channel, Facebook Live, and Periscope. This is your boy, Dollar, aka Rich Taylor. Thank you guys for joining me today and on the Rewind. Some important news dropped today regarding pop culture adaptation news, MCU, via or a la MCU and DCEU, stuff like that. And I wanted to share that with you. Also, we have a Let's Dig In with Dollar or Digging In with Dollar spec presentation, along with a possible misconception, depending on how you look at it. Also, to end everything, we have a few pickups and a comic book unboxing from Midtown that I think was an A-OK. So sit back, relax, and get your computer out and chat away in the live chat. Thank you guys for joining. Make sure you subscribe if you're not. I appreciate that. Double click that notification bell to all so you don't miss any of the really cool collectibles and pop culture content I have planned forthwith. And leave me a comment, feedback, positive or constructive criticism is highly welcome. So thank you for joining, and I'm Rich Taylor. Nice to see you guys again. Let's go. All right, so Stephen Yeun on what drew him to his mysterious Thunderbolts role. This was dropped yesterday by Charles Murphy. Basically, Marvel Studios' Thunderbolts, as you guys know, is set to serve as a sequel of sorts to the 2021 Black Widow movie, which has mixed reviews. I liked it, but I didn't watch it more than 2 times, which is very rare. But anyways, while also introducing one of Marvel Comics' most powerful characters, Sentry. Though the details of the plot remain a tightly kept secret, director Jack Schreier's film will see Julia Louis-Dreyfus role as Valentina Allegra de Fontaine team of kinda sorta heroes, which is the Thunderbolts, led by Florence Pugh's Yelena Belova, aka the second Black Widow, and possibly Sebastian Stan's Bucky Barnes. I don't know why he's saying possibly, because he was on the actual poster when they announced it at D23. But anyways, take on Sebastian Stan's Bucky Barnes take on some dangerous mission for the CIA director in the MCU universe, which is Earth 19999, not 616. Many fans believe that mission will involve having to take on Sentry and his dark alter ego, the Void. And many fans believe Sentry will be played by Stephen Yeun, who recently joined the project via rumor. While Yeun wasn't giving any hints on who he would be actually casted and playing in the Phase 5 film of Thunderbolts, he did have quite a bit to say about why he was joining the project. While an MCU role is, quote, the dream, end quote, for many actors in the business, for Yeun, it was to reunite with his pal Schreier, with whom he worked with on the upcoming Netflix series Beef that drew him to Thunderbolts. Stephen Yeun went on and said, I don't know if it was explicitly on my bucket list to be a superhero. It was more the story, getting to work with, or superhero or villain. It was more the story, getting to work with Jack Schreier again, who directed Beef, and what his intentions were. I really liked working with Jack Schreier. We work well together. We have great chemistry. Back to the intentions of the particular character that they wanted me to play, it was very clear, and that's what drew me to the film. It sounds as though Schreier may have been one to pitch Stephen Yeun's involvement to Kevin Feige in the involvement of Thunderbolts movie on the Phase 5 slate of the MCU. And if he is indeed playing Sentry and the darker alter ego of the Void that Schreier believes the actor was the right guy for, it's what the MCU's version of the character will be the biggest question long term. So basically what this is he's just Charles Murphy is basically just saying this is a rumor. Don't look too deep into it, but You know how the saying goes, where there's smoke, there's fire. Marvel Studios cracking down on the Ant-Man 3 script leaker. Okay, so a lot of you MCU speculators, you guys all know we talked about this on Beyond Wednesday's Saturday show, Modern Comic Mayhem, the Marvel Studios spoilers subreddit, which is very popular with MCU fans and comic book pop culture adaptation fans for Marvel Comics source material and speculation and investment tips and dot connections or what have you. Hey, what's up, Pops Comics? Nice to see you. Thank you for joining me. So we talked about it on Saturday. I talked about the tiers of according to the 10 million people in this subreddit, they voted who was reliable, who wasn't with their information. And then 2 days later, the subreddit was shut down. It had nothing to do with us. It has to do with this Ant-Man 3 script leaker. Shout out to Swaggle House Comics. Mickey, he had a really good video regarding this following our MCM show on Saturday. I highly advise going to watch his video on this subreddit being shut down or set to private while the investigation of the cease and desist is going on by Disney and Marvel Studios. But anyways, I want to go ahead and give you guys my point of view and some details on why you cannot find that subreddit Marvel Studios spoilers anymore, or it's set as private and you can't, check out the new posts or what have you. So this was written by Joseph Aberry, who works with Charles Murphy on Murphy's Multiverse. He goes on and says, it's not been easy for a studio like Marvel Studios, which has been well known for keeping secrets as of late. Almost every other day, it seems like some new leaker finds his way online with information, pictures, video leaks on projects that haven't been announced yet, or castings that should not see the light of day until the actual release, per NDA of Marvel Studios. Yet there have been some even bigger actions, such as a recent leak of the entire Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania script before the film even hit theaters. So, if you guys are friends with Red Hood, he's one of our boys. He's one of our crew. He mentioned the leak, I believe, early. Thoro was mentioning the leak on his show. Shout out to Thoro. He's a good dude. If you're not subbed to Thoro Kuboro's channel, I highly suggest you do. And the leak was legit. And Marvel Studios and Kevin Feige, along with Disney, they're pissed. So they want to find out where the hell the origin of this leaker came from, since the source actually came from Marvel Studios spoilers. It seems that Marvel Studios is also no longer sitting idly by, as there have been rumblings of several actions to avoid the number of leaks collected throughout the pandemic. The longer it took for productions to hit theaters, the wilder the theories and rumors got creating a perfect storm, dragging down some of the projects due to high expectations and a 2-year vacancy due to the pandemic. Now it seems Marvel Studios, along with Disney, has enacted a DMCA takedown notice on Reddit. As the script ended getting shared in January, it landed on Google, which led to a copyright infringement move by Marvel Studios and Disney to get it off the internet as fast as possible. Google did remove the content, but their next target was Reddit, particularly the subreddit Marvel Studios spoilers. The post got taken down before even Reddit could react, but they are still actively looking to identify the culprit, the actual person, the actual leaker. The only issue is that it was enacted through the subreddit MSS mods account, or Marvel Studios Spoilers mods account, which was a shared moderator account for Marvel Studios Spoilers, a quite famous hotspot for the latest leaks and news, as we just talked about earlier. They're still actively looking for whoever it seems that the subreddit Marvel Studios Spoilers has been shut down due to the legal actions. It's unclear what the future might have in store, but one thing is for sure: Marvel Studios is not going to take this shit anymore forthwith. So just wanted to give you that info. It is really going down. Hey, AOA, I put you as a moderator. Do you have a wrench? Let me know. AOA says 3 may keep a secret, oh yeah, Benjamin Franklin, 3 may keep a secret if 2 of them are dead. That's like, is that Benjamin Franklin or Gambini or Gambino or whatever? That's like a mob saying. Anyways, let's get back to the news. This was dropped on Monday. So this was dropped by Charles Murphy himself. Agatha, Coven of the Chaos, D+ show, rumored to set up a major Young Avengers storyline. Even though Marvel Studios' Disney Plus streaming series Agatha, Coven of the Chaos has been filming in Atlanta for the last several weeks, little is known about the plot of the WandaVision follow-up. Catherine Hahn is back as Agatha Harkness, or maybe Agnes, and Joe Locke's Billy Kaplan has been seen on set, but just what their connection is to one another remains a bit of a mystery. While MCU fans wait to find out more about this project, a new rumor is circulating that indicates where things might go next for these characters. According to this gentleman right here, let me get over there. Oops, sorry. Hang on one second. Let me share my screen. It's been a while since I've done this. All right. According to my Shine Hello, who is a pretty decent, reliable scooper or tweeter or whatever you want to call him, the events of Agatha Coven of Chaos will act as a prelude to the adaptation of a 9-issue miniseries source material published by Marvel Comics between 2010 and 2012 titled Avengers, The Children's Crusade. Shout out to Universe X. I'll talk about that in a second. But anyways, there was no indication if the project will be a streaming series or a feature film. My Time to Shine Hello went on and said the ending of Agatha will set up for the Children's Crusade. I thought that was pretty interesting. Let me get this back up here. So basically, what My Time to Shine Hello is saying is that the ending of Agatha will set up for Children's Crusade is featuring the Young Avengers, since the Avengers, the Children's Crusade is about the Young Avengers between 2010 and 2012. You guys probably own this miniseries. Focuses on Billy Kaplan's search for his missing mother, Wanda Maximoff, as his enormous powers begin to grow beyond his control. While it's unlikely that Marvel Studios will closely adapt the miniseries, since they have their own universe that runs parallel to the 616 but is different, which features Magneto and Doctor Doom in key roles, it is a fitting follow-up to the events of WandaVision, Doctor Strange 2, and Agatha Coven of the Chaos. It's also a great indicator for those who still doubt it, that Wanda is very much alive and unwell in the MCU. As exciting as this sounds, fans shouldn't get too worked up, as the account indicates that the project won't be ready until at least 2025 at the earliest. So it's a it's a long time. It's a long time we got to wait. Hopefully we're not in a nuclear war and the apocalypse by then. But yeah. Anyways, big announcement today. Let me hit the chat real quick though. Let me remove this real quick before we get in this big announcement. AOA says, yes, sir, my wrench is there. Cosmic One, I have a wrench for you. I'll put Cosmic, do you have your wrench? I can't remember if I made you a moderator or not. I'm gonna make you a moderator, and I told Bryan to make you a moderator. So let me know if you got a wrench or not. If not, I will, after the show, I'll make sure you have a wrench. Cosmic One says Agatha will be fun. Totally. AOA continues and says, I'm stoked to see some more Agatha. Totally agree. AOA alluded to that and said Catherine Hahn is mommy hot. Yeah, dude. For some reason, I still got those MILF subconscious horny toads in my brain. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, she's got super skinny too. Like not skinny like skinny, but like she lost a ton of weight. She's super lean. She's like kind of buff too. She's kind of hot. No wrench. Okay, I got your wrench. It's coming. I'll let Bryan know that we need to get you a wrench. And hey, what's up, Chad? I want Phyla-Vell. Man, me too. Me too. All right, let me get into this next one. Let's get this back on the stream. All right, you guys probably saw an announcement or an update on Key Collector earlier. He got this story right here is from his actual source that he got this from. Mephisto Disney Plus special rumored to be in development, starring Mephisto. Above the Lines, Jeff Schneider claimed on his Hot Mic podcast that Marvel Studios' special presentation centered around Mephisto is, quote, shooting right now, end quote, on the set of Agatha Coven of Chaos with Sacha Baron Cohen portraying the devilish villain as Mephisto. Deadline previously reported that Cohen is portraying a Marvel's extra-dimensional demon first on Ironheart. So this source actually came from Deadline. My bad. And then the direct is just sharing this story. However, with the potential delays across the MCU's Phase 5 slate, it is unknown when the fans can expect to see the Dictator's actors take on the MCU villain in live action. So, yeah, they don't have a date yet, but according to Jeff Schneider, this report was an exclusive report by Deadline, which is a trade. It's not a scooper site. So it sounds like I said, where there's smoke, there's fire. Doesn't mean it's going to happen, but it sounds pretty good. So yeah, I'm really excited about that. Nick Fury's wife casting confirmed by MCU actress. The actress playing Nick Fury's wife in Marvel's upcoming Secret Invasion series has been confirmed. Marvel L. Jackson's Nick Fury is perhaps the most secretive character in the MCU. He's incredibly paranoid and always prefers to be prepared because in the MCU, one never knows when an invading extraterrestrial force is going to roll up to Earth's front doorstep. With that in mind, Nick Fury is fittingly the lead character in Secret Invasion, the forthcoming MCU Disney Plus show, considering that it will deal with the Skrulls infiltrating the planet. Last year, it was reported that Nick Fury's wife would be appearing in Secret Invasion alongside her husband. Fury has made oblique references to having a wife previously, like in Winter Soldier, when he was in Steve Rogers' apartment, hiding from Robert Redford's character, so on and so forth. But many have assumed he was lying about being married. This, however, is simply not the case. Nick Fury's wife officially has an actress. Actress Charlene Woodard shared a post to her website from scooper Daniel Rickman, a.k.a. Daniel RPK, that details her role as Priscilla Fury, Nick Fury's wife in Secret Invasion. Check the post below. So let me go ahead and share my screen. Boom. There is the post. So it says, Woodard posting the graphic confirms that she is indeed playing the spouse of Fury. Her character is also reportedly an agent of S.W.O.R.D. in the MCU, paralleling Nick's career in S.H.I.E.L.D. So let's see. Let's check out this thing. So Secret Invasion, Marvel Studios Secret Invasion as Charlene Woodard as Priscilla, Nick Fury's wife and agent of S.W.O.R.D. Secret Invasion. So she posted this on her own website or whatever, but that's pretty cool. And then it goes on to say below is a still from Secret Invasion's trailer showing Woodard standing in a vault. There she is right there. That's a leak still from Secret Invasion trailer. Or maybe it's already out. I don't know. Maybe it's just an Easter egg or whatever. Maybe it's already been spotted, but that is a still frame right there. Charlene Woodard previously appeared in Pose, and I don't know if you've seen Pose, but it's that it was that New York City-based modeling show regarding LGBTQ community. And HBO's In Treatment, and also won a Tony Award in 1978 for her performance in the musical Ain't Misbehaving. Fury having a secret wife makes sense. As mentioned above, Fury's paranoia and sense of secrecy are essentially his defining character traits. One doesn't become director of S.H.I.E.L.D. by being lenient. So his being married to an as of yet unseen woman makes perfect sense in the MCU. The question is, though, has he been married this whole time, or did he only recently tie the knot? Perhaps after the fall of S.H.I.E.L.D., he started to feel empty and sought out a romantic connection. It's also interesting that Priscilla is a sword agent as well. If the two characters did indeed meet fairly recently, their similar lines of work could have drawn them together. In 2014's Captain America: The Winter Soldier, Fury informed Steve Rogers that he's been kicked out of the house by his wife. I just mentioned this earlier. That's awesome. But he was also conversing in code at the time due to his paranoia as he was being pursued by Hydra. So it was easy to assume that he wasn't being truthful about his marital status. Marvel Studios' Secret Invasion is likely set to debut and premiere sometime this summer of 2023. So interesting. All right, so Moon Knight Season 2 rumored to include Kang the Conqueror. Very interesting. So Moon Knight meets the Egyptian king here. So while speaking on the Cosmic Circle podcast, Isla Ruby revealed that her co-worker, Alex Perez, who is an industry insider, heard some curious rumors that Kang will be involved somehow in the Moon Knight Season 2 series on D+. It's an important note that a second season of Moon Knight has not been confirmed as of yet by Marvel Studios, and all of this information should be treated with a grain of salt, aka strictly a rumor. In a previous interview with The Direct, Moon Knight showrunner Jeremy Slater revealed that at one point there was actually a reference to Kang in the first season. At one point, when Oscar Isaac Steven is rattling off. Okay, so at one point, when Oscar Isaac's Steven, that alter ego of Mark Spector, with the British accent, is, quote, rattling off some Egyptian history, he did mention Ramatet. There was a line in the script, and I don't know if it survived. I can't remember, but there was a line where I think Steven is sort of rattling off some Egyptian history that was locked away in his brain, and he did mention Ramatut. I don't remember if that line is still in the show or not, but it was that small. It was him mentioning a list of famous pharaohs or something like that. We already know this. We already talked about this a long time ago during the series. But that was Nick Pepin, one of our executives at Marvel. That was his idea to sort of slip that in there as a fun Easter egg. To reiterate, Ramatut is a version of Kang, if you guys don't know that, I'm sure you guys do, who traveled back to the ancient Egyptian time and ruled as a powerful pharaoh. While speaking with Polygon when promoting Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania Avengers the Kang Dynasty writer Jeff Loveness made a comment that suggested he didn't have much faith in someone like Moon Knight when it comes to directly going against Jonathan Majors' big-time villain. He said, quote, I wish Hawkeye a lot of luck. I'm sure Daredevil and Moon Knight are going to be great against those guys. End quote. Moon Knight meets the Egyptian king. It would make perfect sense for Ramatut to start showing up his face in a meaningful ways. His appearance in Ant-Man 3 gives off the impression that he'll be among the important Kang variants. So I think that's pretty interesting. Let me go ahead and hit the chat. I think that's pretty cool that we're going to possibly, it's just a rumor. So you take it with a grain of salt, but it's possible. Smoke, where there's smoke, there's fire. Doesn't mean that it's a forest fire, but it could be just a little bit somebody lighting a cigarette. So take it with a grain of salt. All right. Some important news about the Marvels. Marvels gets a positive test screening from the focus groups. So basically the headline reads the Marvels, aka Captain Marvel 2, gets positive test screening reactions. Okay. So Scooper Casey Walsh has gone on the defense for the Marvels, aka Captain Marvel 2, after Jeff Schneider made claims that the movie was in, quote, chaos, end quote, and that it was, quote, a shit show, end quote, earlier in the week. We talked about this on MCN Bryan McClay's channel Beyond Wednesdays last Saturday night. Casey Walsh tweeted a response claiming he hadn't heard anything negative about the production for the MCU's last movie of 2023. He went on and said, quote, again, I've heard nothing negative around this production. The movie has gotten more positive praise from test focus groups than other MCU films this year. Sexist YouTubers use Larson as a way to garner favor with sexists and racists, end quote. When asked if that meant he heard that the Captain Marvel sequel was better than Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, Wall simply replied, quote, no, end quote. He also responded to a tweet about star Brie Larson's alleged behavior on set being less than ideal by, I believe Jeff Schneider said that as well. He went on and said with the 180 character tweet, quote, not even sure where that came from or why. Everything I've heard about Captain Marvel 2, aka the Marvels, has been very positive and glowing, including producing, end quote. So it sounds like a battle of the scoopers here, right? I don't know if these guys are tit for tatting. One of them, both of them are pretty reliable. They're in the average mean, but it sounds like they're just kind of tit for tatting each other. That's just my opinion. All right, guys, let's dig in with Dollar. We have a couple more. Couple more news. I guess you could say announcements, but we could talk about that later. I want to go ahead and talk about this real quick. But let me go ahead and hit the chat here. All right. So who do I got here? I got AOA, Cosmic One, Jersey to Bay. What's going on, man? Hey, nice to see you. Thank you for joining me. I really appreciate it. Chad, do you have a wrench? You are definitely getting a wrench. Swordmaster would be cool when he comes. Brad Selden says Fury Foe. Yeah, I like that. Good Kaji gives me a thumbs up. Thank you. I appreciate the likes. Subscribe, y'all. Appreciate that, Brad Selden. He's my Esquire. What's up, Dollar and Dollar We Trust? Thank you, Dad Life. I appreciate that. AOA, he's such solid comments and replies in the live chat and all of our shows across YouTube and content, Facebook Live, what have you. He goes on and says, I didn't watch Mooney season 1, so Moon Knight season 1, but we'll watch season 2 if Majors is king. Yeah, totally, right? Yeah, I totally agree. He went on and said, I dig Brie Larson, Total Smoke Show 100, dude. Yeah, she is annoying, but oh, dude, she's all right. Let's go ahead and get back into this, dig in with Dollar. A lot of the people are talking about this book around. If you guys have not seen my video regarding War Machine Punisher, I highly suggest you go back into my archives on my channel and watch the video. I do a really good presentation of issue 2 through 18, all the way through the last issue of print runs or estimated orders by retailers, I should say. First appearances that aren't listed by platforms, stuff like that, and also how dots can connect. So check that out. I'll put after the stream's over, I'll put the link in my bio. But so you guys all probably know this book. You probably all own this book. This is Punisher 218. This is actually the number one issue of the Punisher War Machine story arc. And there's a couple things I wanted to show you guys. And I have my opinion, but I care about your opinion. So you guys let me know what you guys think. I'm not going to argue either which way. To start off, I don't know why that's there, but anyways, here are the covers. This is cover A, which is has him in the armor, no HUD, no helmet, and no helmet under display, but just him in his suit with his helmet knocked off or whatever. You guys probably seen this one. This is the lenticular. It's open. It was open to order. One thing I want to tell you about this one, guys, if you guys hey, what up, Universe? I was just talking about you. This is my boy right here, Universe X. Good dude. What's up, man? Hey, Mark, what's going on? Nice seeing you. Thank you for joining. I really appreciate it. Okay, so I don't know if you guys know this or you don't grade books with third-party graders, but I know with CGC, with these lenticulars, if there's no scratches on it and it looks like brand new, there's a possibility you can get a 9.9 or 10 because of how heavy that cardstock is. That was how it was before this automation software to grade books. I don't know if it's like that anymore, but it was like that for a while. But anyways, this book is selling for like $15, $20, $25 listed or best offer on the secondary. I don't know. I don't really like lenticulars. That's just my opinion, but I still would want to own every single cover when it comes to this character. This character. If this character doesn't come to the MCU, I'm gonna be pissed. I love this character. I love the story arc. I've read it at least 4 times, 218 all the way to 26 or something like that. I don't know. It's like 7 issues, so 8 issues. All right, you guys know this one. This one is now it's becoming a modern age grail. It's really hard to find. I'm not sure if it was open to order or if it was a retailer unlocked, aka percentile qualifier. But this is when this was the promotion to the Netflix Punisher series. That's John Bernthal as the Punisher, as you guys know. With the, yeah, that's like the movie poster homage or whatever. Pretty cool. This is a store variant. I like this, but I don't like the fact that he doesn't have his helmet on. But it's pretty cool. It's an homage, obviously, to ASM 129. Here's the Greg Smallwood 1 in 25, which we've talked about on Tales from the Flip Side. I submitted this book a few times. Not a few times, one time, I guess, to the SPEC 10. I think it made #1 or something like that. But Smallwood is, honestly, between you, me, and the lamppost, is not really my forte. But I think this is a good iteration of him, like, just chilling. So here is the second print of this thing is really hard to find, and I'll tell you in a second, but this is the lenticular with no lenticular, non-lenticular cover, and this thing is sick. This is also almost becoming a grail. This book is, if you can find it on the secondary with a halfway knowledgeable seller into pop culture, media adaptation, and comic book speculation, you ain't gonna find this cheap. 9/8 are selling for pretty expensive as well. And then here is the estimated orders by retailers for that book. Comicron has that book, the second print non-lenticular, at 1,129. But like I said, during this time, Marvel had a minimum 3,000 order for late print, 3,000 copy order for late printing. So just assume there's 3,000 or less out there. Okay, so I've had people tell me, no, that 218 is the full appearance. I mean, he's in full armor and helmet and the whole bit. No, he's not. Remember, first appearances in all single issues. I don't need to tell the guys in the chat, but some of the people that are just new and trying to learn this stuff, first appearances in all single issue comics in comic terms, okay, must be in story, not a teaser or preview page. Even though this is the splash page per se, since it's the first page after the cover, this is not part of the story. This is just the teaser preview. So that is your first preview appearance if you didn't show up in the solicits, and not your first appearance. Frank Castle's Punisher War Machine armor does not show up in this book. Okay. Like I said, I've read it multiple times. I'm going to show you some preview pages. This issue is a #1 issue for the new story arc, as I explained, aka heavily ordered to the tune of 65K copies in circulation, give or take a few hundred estimation. I know Comicron says 62 and change, but remember, you got to add the 3,000 for damages. Some people say 10%, but I just add 3,000 for damages. So I just say 65K, give or take. Also, this issue is the first cover appearance of Frank Castle as the Punisher War Machine, or Frank Castle in the Punisher War Machine armor. Sure, you can say it's a first cameo, but where is the cameo? I just don't see it. So and I own multiple copies of this book. Okay. I own multiple copies of this book. I own one copy of the book we're going to talk about next. Here is another teaser page. This is the back splash page, the prelude into the next issue, which is not in story. This is just a marketing tool. You guys know, I don't need to explain it. All right, here's part of the story. This is when he first shows up in the armor. He breaks through the Avengers deal where they're hiding the War Machine armor, and then you see his eyes on the bottom like light up, right? So he obviously has put the helmet on, at least. I don't know if he's put the armor on because it's in a silhouette, but you just see the eyes. And then there he is right there, right? That is supposed, according to the story, the way the creator, the author has written the context in the story, that is Frank Castle in that armor, okay? But that is not your War Machine. That is not your Punisher War Machine armor. That is just the War Machine armor, okay? And then on the bottom there, you see him taken off, and then you see Frank Castle's face in the HUD, helmet under under display or whatever. We've seen this is a famous, iconic image. We saw it with RDJ in the MCU Iron Man. Also, Ironheart #2, the Stan Lee tribute. It's a great cover. It has Riri Williams in the helmet under display photo. I love that photo, and it's a low print run too. That's some cornbread for you. Yeah, so this is what I love about this story arc, though. The author, I don't remember who, I'm not the author, but the penciler, the sketcher who does the panels, dude, he makes I don't know if he made it. I don't know if this is accident, but that Punisher, that Frank Castle looks like John Bernthal. I think it's great. Anyways, yeah, so we'll talk about that in a second. I'm going to go ahead and remove this, and I'm going to hit the chat, and we're going to talk about the next book. So Ferdy showed up. Hey, Universe. Oh, yeah, okay. We talked about that, good or bad. Universe X says, I don't do lenticulars. I like the A cover. Totally agree. Totally agree. Here's how it works with me for 218. Number one is Netflix Bernthal. Even though it has nothing to do with the War Machine armor, it's just such a great cover. That is like my, I love that book. But when we're talking War Machine armor, okay? So number one for me is the second print Legacy non-lenticular, and the number two is cover A. Number three is the Greg Smallwood 1 in 25, and then everything else, okay? Okay, so AOA says, I own 9.8 Punisher 218 lenticular. I need some fancier covers. I don't blame you, brother, but that's not bad. That's cool you have that. Dude, if this character goes to the MCU and it's announced, I mean, even if rumors come out and there's even a little bit of smoke, this thing's going to go up. But if it gets confirmed that Frank Cast, this Bernthal coming to the MCU turns out to be the War Machine, dude, every single cover is going to go nuclear. Okay. So you're not doing bad there, AOA. What's up, Ferdy? Damn, didn't know you were going live. Cosmic One, my man. Cosmic One, I think I sent you. I don't know if you're the same person, but I spent almost like a week putting this medium flat rate box together for you. I don't know if I gave you the tracking number or not for my Popcorn Culture IG, but if I didn't, let me know. I'm pretty sure it's you. Are you Architect of Comics? If you're Architect of Comics, your books are going out tomorrow. So the ones, your slab that I told you I was going to give you, plus the books you want on Bryan's channel. So just to let you know. Cosmic One says, Bernthal goes to some cons. Count me in. Oh, no shit. I didn't know that. Okay. What kind of cons you go to, Cosmic? I don't remember where you're from. I have it on the shipping label. I guess I could look. But Furbird's laughing at AOA. Furbird agrees. AOA throwing kisses and wows like he typically does. Love him. Furbird the nerd goes on and says that 1 in 25 218 is ridiculous. Okay, cool. All right, so let's get back into this. Now here is the next book. This is Punisher 219. Okay, now shout out to Decor, my boy, and his buddy Batcave, who I like a lot too. He's a good dude. Josh, they're in the I guess you could say in the space of, hey, if they show up in cameo or not, silhouette or not, that's their first appearance. I respect that, but to me, when we're taking these comic terms literally, we're missing the point. Remember, we as comic book historians, collectors, speculators, investors, when we get to that level of the average of we think we know what we're doing, or at least the confident thought that we know what we're doing, we have to respect these comic terms. And first appearance and first full appearance, it doesn't mean what it's actually saying. It's a comic term. And first appearance in cameo, okay, that is a cameo shop, not expecting to be a surprise, not expecting to show up, not all there, partially in the silhouette, stuff like that. Basically, in other words, it's a debut. It's a debut. First full appearance is short for, or another term for first full introduction, when you're actually being introduced fully to the readers. Okay. And that's what that means. It has not, well, I mean, of course it it does have a little bit to do with it, but it's a different subject. Well, he's not speaking, he's not named, stuff. Yeah, all that stuff is very important, and I totally agree. But when you're fully introduced throughout a book and fully seen, you speak, you're titled, whatever, and you're for the first time, that is your first full introduction. The problem I have with a lot of platforms and speculators is that consistency. You got to be consistent. So if you're gonna say you're gonna you work this way, you better stay consistent at least 99 out of 10 times, because if you don't, and it turns out that you're only going for the books you own, then you're going to look like you're full of shit and a salesman. So yeah, that's where I come from. But anyways, this is Punisher 219. Okay. This is cover A. I think there was 3 covers. Here is the guts of 219. This is him. I mean, he's throughout the book. He's in the War Machine armor. I mean, the Punisher armor. Now he's got the Punisher logo. He's talking shit like he normally does. You could tell the armor is completely different. I guess the helmet's the same, but the armor is completely different than what we saw in 218 now. You know, they're trying to blow him up and shit like that, which is pretty cool. And he's just walking like, yeah, fuck you. I like this part where he's like just swings his arm and just like one of the villains just fucking flies. That's pretty awesome. I'd love to see that in live action. And then he like flies off. Oh, that looks sick with the red eyes and the Punisher logo. Oh, that's so cool. I love that. Love that. I get chills when I saw that for the first time. So here is your Punisher. This is 219 cover A. Comic-Con is saying that retailers during this time of the release date, which they're saying the on sale date is December 13th, Wednesday, December 13th, 2017. The estimated units or estimated orders by retailers is 26,465. So just add 3K. Like I say, they always say 10% for damages. I'll just say 3K. So let's say 30,000 or under of this book. So it's a little harder to find. I'd say it's 50%, 150%. I don't know the math. Ferdy can help me with that. Harder to find than 218 cover A. Here is your really cool, really hard to find second print. This is 219 as well. For the second print for 219. I love this. This is the guts interior art that just works for me. Like Bryan always says, it either works or it doesn't. This one works for me. Good luck finding this one. If you can find this in 9.8, I wouldn't even probably deal with a raw copy. I would just pick it up if it's affordable. Comic-Con is saying that that 219 second print was actually released on the same day, distributed to LCS's retailers alike on the same day, 12, 13, 17. And they only had Diamond had 1,296 orders by retailers. Like I say, I like to just say 3,000 and under. Here is I don't know why they did this, but I love Sanford Green. He's my shit. He is my guy. I love Bitterroot. I love his covers. I hate this cover. Has nothing to do with the story arc. It's just driving me insane. It's like a Phoenix cover. You know the Phoenix. So what I'm guessing is that Marvel must have been pumping that Phoenix book, Phoenix Resurrection #1, that came out around that time. I wish they didn't do that. God, they should have put him in the freaking armor. Ooh. Thank you guys for watching. I love you all. All right, let's get this out of here. Oh, wait. Well, I can do that another time. All right, so I got this. Hey, what up, Red Hood? I was going to send you a link, but honestly, bro, I just freaking spaced. So my bad. And you're doing a ton of shows, and I know how it is to do a ton of shows across all of our friends' channels. It's tough, especially when, we're just doing this just to, to start. So Patrick, what up, man? What's going on? AOA says Gaia Villanova's art in Punisher sweet. Okay, so he did the interiors. Yeah, totally agree. I love how he made Frank Castle look like Bernthal. I don't know if that was accident or not, but if it was, either way, I'm happy. I think that's cool. Patrick continues and says, just watching some March Madness and chilling with my man Dollar. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Red Hood, love you, man. Love you, man. And then Jersey of the Bay says, does anyone know if there's a specific issue where the Punisher logo was applied to the armor? So you mean like, so during the story, they actually show like Frank Castle or whoever that puts the Punisher logo onto the armor? Like, are they showing somebody doing that? I don't think there's any tie-ins to that story. I could be wrong. Universe X is here. He probably could fill me in on that. But the next issue is 219, and I've read it multiple times. I don't remember him doing that. So, but you know what? I'll look at what I'll do is this is tonight. I'll read the rest of the run again because I love reading this run, and I'll look for that. Thank you for telling me that. I'll look for that, and if I find the issue, I'll let you know. And probably it would be pretty important if that happened. But I'll be honest with you, I don't remember that, and I've read this arc multiple times. Cosmic One says, "Mama, drama." Exactly. Okay, cool. Patrick says, like that. Oh, okay. Like that smash button. What the hell? What is my name? Titchy Railer or Richie Tate? No, I'm kidding. All right. So I got this box in the mail from, well, I didn't know who it was from. It was a diamond box. It was from Midtown. I didn't know. I got my order from Midtown, and I don't know if this is an A-OK. I don't know if these are books they forgot to send me. I don't know if this is the wrong, but it has my name on it. So let's open it up and see what's in it. Oh, sorry about that, guys. You know me, I'm a big klutz. Shout out to, by the way, shout out to Jenna Jameson. Thank you, guys. Thank you for following me on Instagram. Jenna, I've known Jenna for a long time, and she is very, very cool, very fun to party with and stuff. It was in my party days, but thank you for following me, and I need to catch up with her. And shout out to Red Hood, who has, I think he has maybe four shows now, maybe 5 shows that have been a success. He has more views on his shows. I told him from the beginning, his knowledge in pressing and also now content creating and talking head, announcing, broadcasting, he's cornering the market on content with the pressing stuff. Plus he's a speculator and stuff like that. So congratulations to Red Hood. I'm very happy for him. All right. So here we go. What is going on here? Okay. So this is strange. I was just saying, like, the other day, I was like, I need to order more backing boards for the centerfold for my for pressing magazine backer boards, and boom, they showed up. Oh my gosh, that is so cool. And then I guess there's some books in here. Okay. Oh wow, that's cool. Gave me another one of these Wakanda 4 second print, and this is Wakanda 4 first print, but this is cover B. This is the Sanford Green limit history of Black Panthers. Pretty cool. Thank you, Midtown. Very cool. I will be happy to thank you in person, and hopefully I'm thinking this was I don't think they sent this to me. I'm thinking this is an accident, but I'm very happy. Unless I bought these and I just don't remember, but I looked and it's not in there. If you guys missed Beyond Wednesdays yesterday or my live stream, I don't know if you saw it or not, but I pulled this. All you trading card fans and football fans, you guys all know who Aiden Hutchinson is. He's that stud edge rusher for Detroit that was causing havoc in the second half of the season. Well, I hit this ultra short print, aka super short print of Aiden Hutchinson, which is known as a downtown with Panini. It's either Kaboom or downtowns we're always looking for. And I hit it live on my channel last night. I highly suggest you looking at the video. My reaction is I blacked out. I black out sometimes. Like when Joe, remember when I pulled that Julio with you? I blacked out that time. It was very similar reaction. So this is really nice. It's I don't know if you call this a refractor or a hollow, but it definitely shines. Pulled this recently. This is a purple Julio Rodriguez. Pulled this in this. These are short print, but I believe they're retail exclusives. There's supposed to be 1 in every 2 blaster boxes. So 1 in 16 packs, production line. Pulled this Traylon Burks rookie. This is a hit as well. These are 1 in, I think, in 45 packs. The Elite Series are 1 in, I think, 180 packs. And we got a really good running back, Kenneth Walker. These are inserts as well. Let's see here. Something else I wanted to show you guys. Let's see here. Okay, I pulled this Dragon Knight V-Star 280. This is out of the, I don't remember what set, but you Pokemon TCG guys, you guys can tell me. I don't even pay attention to the set. I just rip them and hope I hit a full art card. I really like this one a lot. And then where's the other one? Oh, and here's the other one right here. The other three, I should say. I pulled this right here. So I went into Target and they had these 2020 Topps packs. Those those packs they're called. I forgot what they're called, but they're not team packs, but they're like they come with like 2 packs in them, and they're usually from the retail box. Well, in 2020, they used to put 1 empty card in there. The red was for Target, and Mike Trout was on the front. I should have kept it sealed. I don't know why I didn't, but I had to open it up. So I got a Mike Trout red color match. All you Bowman prospect followers, the Leover Peguero, first Bowman from 2020 or 2021. I pulled his rainbow foil from the 2023 retail box. And also from the retail box, if you're not a part of my IG, I highly suggest you join my IG. It's @_DO1LAR_. I pulled this. This is this trophy cup of Julio Rodriguez, and it is a Father's Day powder blue, number 250. Wow. Big card. Last but not least, I didn't get this new. I was just going through my boxes and I found this, and I'm very happy about it. Found actually these 3 cards, but I found this Justin Jefferson. This is right when I got into cards again. It was during the pandemic, 2020 Mosaic. I was going through football cards because I'm a big football fan. I got this refractor silver prism of Justin Jefferson. It's the base rookie card. This is pretty cool. And I also found this. This is a Justin Jefferson acetate clear vision. I don't know what set that's from, but I'm thinking it's probably from Chronicles or something. And then last but not least, I found these 2 I found this Wander Franco numbered to 99. It's an insert by Storm. It's Absolute Baseball. I haven't put that video up, but I hit a kaboom in that one, and I'll put it up soon. And then also Allen and Ginter Wander Franco. So, all right, guys. Thank you guys for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it. It's not much information or content, but I'm a one-man band here, and as I'm waiting, as my main man, shout out to my boy Baron, who's my manager at work. He's going through the state plan. He's going through every state, the 43 or 44 states we market in, and he's applying myself to get my license. I have to wait here until I get approved for one license, one state to be licensed in, and then I can go to work and sell loans in that during that time. I could go to work and just work like for $16 an hour and take applications while it's happening, but I just don't have the bandwidth to do that and the time. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure you're subscribed to Red Hood's channel, Red Hood Comics. Red Hood, do you have a wrench? You need a wrench, 100. And if you're not subscribed to mine, I appreciate it. Like, comment. Give me some comments, feedback, positive, constructive criticism. I appreciate it. I love you all. Take care. Toodaloo.